Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the alley-oop is probably the most exciting play in basketball, right? Mavs head coach and Hall of Famer Jason Kidd said,
well, he lobbed up a lot of them in his day. Thanks, Allie. Now the opening lineup for the Portland TRAILBLAZERS. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. The perimeter filled up by Simons and Hart, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Kings, up front, it'll be Murray and Sabonis. Fox runs point with Herter by his side, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
And their number 4 overall pick, Keegan Murray, making a quick impact. One of the most efficient players in college basketball at Iowa last year. He went on to win MVP of the 2K23 Summer League. Can he become a rising star for the Kings? It'll be fun to watch.
Lillard with the ball. Pass to Simons. Lillard outside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one. You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
One shot. And the free throw, no good. And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, BA. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. We talk about two guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
At the line for your Kings, Domantas Sabonis, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Each of these teams really in need of a win tonight, Brent. It's been a struggle for both sides lately.
Yeah, on paper, not the best matchup that we've been able to call this year, BA, but one of these teams is going to get themselves out of hibernation, and who knows, might turn into a 4 or 5 game win streak.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Sabonis, such a huge asset to this team, plays the 4 and the 5 spot really well, a very good passer. And he's deserved the 2 All-Star appearances in the Eastern Conference.
Now here's Nurkic. Hart passes to Simons. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Fox against Lillard. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He's getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the impact that Sabonis has had thus far, Brent?
Well, the reliability, BA, is down there on the glass and doing the dirty work, trying to grab those boards and get some scrappy points in the paint. That's what Sabonis is all about. So he's got the entire package as an inside player.
Here's Fox, following the bucket by the Blazers. They kick it out to Murray, pass to Barnes. Here's Herter. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox, Damian Lillard with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Murray. Damian Lillard with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Simons. Outside Hart. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by the Kings. Fox outside. got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, we know Fox is at his best when he's playing with pace, Brent.
Yeah, he can pass and defend, but it's that speed that really tips the scales as to how much of an effect he's going to have in winning basketball games. If that three-point shot comes around and is a bit more consistent, wow, there's a whole nother level to the Fox game.
That free throw, no good.
And guess what, guys? I mean, one of the ways De'Aaron Fox improved his skills growing up was playing 2K, learning the NBA game on 2K. I love it.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. That one's no good.
It's definitely a part of the game that Fox wants to work on. These haven't been easy for him in the past.
Outside Payton, lets it go from deep. Always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now Fox. Here he goes. Banked it in off the glass.
But this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up one. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
Fans, your kings,
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
The Kings trailing. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Sharp out there with Gary Payton the second. Then it's Nasir Little. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in for Eubanks. Grant comes in for Winslow. Hart's checked in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Sharp.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
Hart can't hit. And it's Sacramento's ball. They trail by 1. Herter passes to Mitchell. Now here's Holmes. Got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. The shot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard passes to Grant. Over Holmes. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside. During the summer of 2021, Rashawn Holmes signed a 4-year contract worth about $45 million. That's a pretty big prize for a guy coming out of a JUCO.
Murray's checked in for Holmes. Simons is checked in for Portland. And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. A minute 39 left in the first half. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Rashawn Holmes, a great example of persevering.
And BA, if you've heard any of his story, which I know you have because you do the work, Holmes had a growth spurt late in high school. He went from 6'2 to 6'9". No major offers, goes to a JUCO, transfers to a D1 school. Not everyone is a 5-star recruit, but guys like Rashawn Holmes, they take their time, and the time is well worth it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is a competitor. He said, I want to win. I know there's more that I can do. Just trying to create a spark, some type of energy. You can talk about what you did in high school and college, but you have to take it to a totally different
Taking
level
2
if you want to be
shots.
one of those guys in the league. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Simons.
Simons showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
And the Blazers making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. And so Simons nails both of them.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
Fox outside. Here's Monk. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Simons. Now it's Hart. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Fox. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, hard to get Fox off of his center of gravity. So low, so quick, and phenomenal at scoring when he gets hit.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K
The
Sports.
TRAILBLAZERS 13.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they've been so far.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Please welcome to the floor.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Fox runs point with Herter by his side. Up front, it'll be Murray and Sabonis. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Now here's Fox. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Hart. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist from Fox.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters, and he's so skilled down there.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Fox against Lillard. Outside for Grant. 5 to shoot.
Remaining in the third.
Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Well, Brent, this Kings franchise looking to turn things around. It's been years since they've contended.
Yeah, BA, you don't ever really want to get specific with win totals on a year, but how nice would it be for the Kings to hit that 40 win mark and try to get themselves into the postseason? Just hoping this recent coaching change will give them that boost to finally have some postseason basketball in Sacramento.
Now here's Herder. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Murray. Davis comes in for Barnes. And Mitchell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Winslow's checked in for Grant. Little comes in for Hart. Sharp, he's checked in for Simons. And Payton is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Kings made a big trade last season to acquire all-star Domantas Sabonis. It's clear they want to break from their league-long playoff drought, and they're hoping he can help them do it. He said, quote, "It's exciting. I want to be here. We're going to fight and get wins." Back to you.
Well, they're all in, Allie. Thank you. So it's Sacramento now, following the bucket by the Blazers. Holmes down low. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And some changes here for the Kings. Metu, he's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Monk in for Herder. And also a switch here for Portland. Eubanks is checked in. Outside Winslow. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. For the lead, and Holmes with the block.
Well, Holmes' great job defensively, just being in the right spot.
Here's Davis. He got a piece of it. Three-pointer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
15.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Hart in at the 3. And here's Simons outside. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Out of bounds.
Nurkic, big and blocking.
Kings ball.
And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Domantas Sabonis.
Murray. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland's shooting 35% so far in this one. Outside Hart. Pass to Nurkic. Over Murray. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot. And he got the job done.
For Portland.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
So he makes both from the line.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Fox, the pass to Murray. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Shooting for Sacramento, Murray. 2 shots.
The free throw drops from Murray. And Murray drops them both. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Hart.
2 minutes.
Pass to Simons. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Here's Fox. Buries it down low.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at it, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Lillard. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Fox. And he makes it. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
That is a mature play from De'Aaron Fox. Not afraid to take the big one.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made the play. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the free throw line for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
All eyes on Lillard. But you can tell he isn't feeling the pressure. I mean, just incredible focus.
The Kings making a switch here. Herder's checked in. So he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
For Sacramento, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by Fox. Portland has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Lillard. Soft touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Sacramento calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
T-shirts, who wants one? Get up and get loud!
And now we present our new balanced player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He was calm but confident. He asked them to be quicker getting to their offense and intense on D. He said, we're right there. We have to get some quick hitters and then pressure the ball. He knows they're low on time, but he sees a way back.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Fox. It doesn't go for him. Nurkic with some nice D. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team. Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard. Taking 2 shots.
free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Lillard's drive and what he gives to this locker room is undeniable.
And he's unable to get the second one. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Herder. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
That's a crucial basket, and Herder, big time.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard at the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you gotta hit your free throws.
Sacramento calls timeout. They trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Simons against Herder. The 3 is up. That shot, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Murray, 4th personal foul. 5th team.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Portland.
You think about Nurkic, 7 foot, 800 pounds. When he gets around the rim, who's going to move him off that spot?
So the Trailblazers win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce.